What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. About 36 minutes ago, Marvel Rivals dropped the dev update or dev vision for Season 6, Night at the Museum for Marvel Rivals. We're going to go ahead and check that out. Be sure to leave your comments and thoughts in the Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe for more. And yeah, here we go.
Hello everyone, Guang here. It's great to be back with you all. After Locke's powers went wild and drained the Grand Garden, the Crocodile portal they had just planted, which was the only way home for her and Gambit, withered away. Now, with the Elders of the Universe on their trail.
Really, the only thing that I'm kind of like looking forward to and expecting or whatever is just to find out what's up with Deadpool. Everything else is just going to be cherry on top.
Gambit has no choice but to take Locke to the one place he's familiar with in this strange realm, the Collector's Museum. To catch the returning thieves, the Collector has dispatched two of his top mercenaries, Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone. But Deadpool's betrayal has thrown the entire museum into chaos. In Season 6, Deadpool joins Marvel Rivals. Deadpool is a...
Oh, you can't march a genius like me into a single class. I'm versatile, baby. Hey, take a break, boss. Your new pal Wade will handle this one himself.
There's no way. There's actually no way. There's actually no way that people... Oh, wow, bro. People were... Let's let them go. Let's let them... That was dope. Let's let them cook. Let's let them cook.
We've gotten too comfortable with Guang here these last few seasons. Now it's time for a little Deadpool here. Dear rivals, Deadpool here. I've heard all your non-stop complaining online about how the game needs more vanguards and strategists. But designing a superhero is a super stressful process. And poor Ji-Young has already lost most of his hair. So, I asked him to put me in the game early and take some work off his plate. Little did he know, I was messing with my code to give you whiners the best solution possible. So now, I'm a duelist, and a vanguard, and a strategist.
I have no words. I have no words. I just don't know. I have no words. What does this mean for the future releases? What does this mean? What? What?
A Marvel 3-in-1, baby! Okay, so I've got dual swords and dual pistols, so you can call me a duelist. Who wrote this film? Shots fired from afar, turning a mincemeat.
Did he just say who wrote this shit?
Okay, so I've got dual swords and dual pistols, so you can call me a duelist. Who wrote this film? Shots fired from afar, turning a mincemeat up close. And Colossus and Juggernaut will lose their minds knowing I'm going to be a vanguard first. Cause I've got a unicorn plushie to give.
I think we all knew Colossus was coming, but that flat out confirms Juggernaut's coming as well, and I think that's insane. I don't know how they're going to make him different from like Thing, but the fact that that's great to know.
Cause I've got a unicorn plushie to give out shields. Last but not least, my trusty pistols and katanas can now either deal damage to my enemies or heal my pals while I'm a strategist, because you all asked for me to be able to do that. Now, no matter which way you play with me, as the battle rages on, yours truly will level up, just like those nerdy RPGs, gaining XP and upgrading abilities till I become a true server admin. Unlike other lamos, I charge up my ultimate ability faster depending on how fancy you fight. Then, all bets are on. Whoever receives my challenge, frenemies or even yourself, will be feeling more pressure than my colon after a dozen chimichangas.
I have to run that back. I stepped away. I don't even know where I'm at in the video. We gotta run that back. I need to listen to that again because that's fucking crazy.
Last but not least, my trusty pistols and katanas can now either deal damage to my enemies or heal my pals while I'm a strategist, because you all asked for me to be able to do that.
Do you understand how funny that is? Do you get how funny that is? Because yes, people were saying, oh, his swords and katanas can heal people. It could happen. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, no, it doesn't make any fucking sense. I also said Gambit makes some sense as a strategist. And here we are. It's like the devs listen. The devs are listening to us, and it's hilarious.
Now, no matter which way...
And then this right here, Dual Desert Eagles duelist, Kick-Ass Katanas duelist, Headshot duelist, Hazardous Hijinks duelist, Pop Quiz, Skill Issue, Deadpool in your area. So this looks like his duelist page.
You play with me. As the battle rages on, yours truly will level up, just like those nerdy RPGs, gaining XP and upgrading abilities till I become a true server admin. Unlike other lamos, I charge up my ultimate ability faster depending on how fancy you fight.
You know what's funny about that specifically? I was thinking to myself yesterday, it would be really cool to get a character who doesn't get their ultimate like a traditional character. Maybe a character who like has it, but like you get charges of it as the game goes on, right? Like you start off with just having it flat out, right? But like similar to it's a character from Apex. But yeah, her ultimate basically she pulls out a sniper rifle and she gets to shoot with it and it tags enemies and reveals them and yada yada yada. But she starts off with a singular shot, but as the game progresses, she gets more shots. I think that type of style of ultimate would be really cool. So the fact that he gets it quicker means that they're leaning towards untraditional ultimate mechanics, and I think that's really cool.
Then, all bets are off. Whoever receives my challenge, frenemies or even yourself, will be feeling more pressure than my colon after a dozen chimichangas. But depending on how they score on my ultimate test, I'll gain a big ol' buff according to the role I'm playing. How sweet is that? It sounds like I'm gonna be one hell of a playmaker. Hell, I don't know why anyone would ever play as any of these other losers again. Well, except maybe Jeff.
Good point. Maybe I should add Ziyong to increase all your cooldowns.
You know what? Forget what I said. I'm sure I'll blend right into your already impressive roster. Anyway, gotta go.
Deadpool being a Jeff fan is going to be a problem. We got to get that fish boy out of here.
Before I get nerfed. See you soon, kids!
That's right. Deadpool will be a triple role hero in Marvel Rivals. Of course, in quick and competitive modes, only one Deadpool can appear on each side. A new convoy map, Museum of Contemplation.
That's a dub. One thing I definitely want this season is more maps, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe they just front loaded them in the beginning of last year, but I feel like we didn't have as many maps this past like last few seasons. So having more maps, dub. Hope we get more of them. And in fact, the convoy map is also awesome.
Will launch with the January 29th update. Can Deadpool have logged escape? What fate awaits the monsters lurking in the museum? Stay tuned.
If I can pause it again, I will, but I don't know if you guys seen that, but there was a Bloodstone skin. She had a skin, looked like a pirate, and she looked like she had a sword. If I can pause it and catch it again, I will.
Square has been a fan favorite since it launched. In Season 6, we're introducing photo mode. Adjust your camera angle, choose your favorite filters, and capture those epic moments. After the January 29th,
Deadpool is so freaking dope. Right there, you see it? That's definitely Elsa Bloodstone, and she has a sword. And then on the opposite end, she has a coach gun. And then we seen she had a rifle. What the fuck is she about to be? What is she about to do? And is that Mantis behind her? I think that's Mantis behind her. Mantis is getting a skin. Huh. Interesting.
next update, Times Square will also get a new area, the Clobbering Club. Change others to duels here.
God. Listen to me. Since they released that Captain America basketball emote, I've spent more time in Times Square than I think I have in any side mode in any game I've ever fucking played in my life. This Clobbering Club, yes, that is going to keep me in there. No more 1v1s out in the fucking in the practice range. I hope to God it's a boxing ring. If it's a fucking boxing ring, ooh, yes, keep cooking with this.
And if you spend a small amount of units, your match will be broadcast live on the big screens in Times Square.
Never mind, they got me back. So, yeah, I'm down for that. I am down for that. I am down for that. No complaints there.
After 5 seasons, many of you have already reached load with one or more heroes.
Or if you're like me, you reached it with every Vanguard, 4 duelist, and 3 strategist, but we don't have to talk about that.
In Season 6, we are giving the hero proficiency system a major upgrade, so you can further showcase your skills. We are raising the cap for each hero and adding rewards like units, unstable molecules, nameplates, titles, nameplate frames, badges, dynamic avatars, and more.
That is sick. That is sick. I'm not going to be grinding everyone up there, whatever the hell that may be, but that is sick. That gives me a reason to play quick play. They did it.
For Season 6, we've prepared a batch of adorable new accessories for Deadpool, Rogue, Doctor Strange, Blade, Squirrel Girl, Iron Man, Captain America, Daredevil, Black Panther, and Storm. This will be released with a new update. Starting with Season 6, we are giving factions in the Marvel Rivals Championship even richer rewards. Top factions will still earn cash prizes, while others at every ranking can now win different amounts of units, split among all members. Nameplates and sprays will also be awarded to factions who make it to open qualifiers and actively participate. We've also completely redesigned the MRC nameplate emblems to cover more rankings, and this will be permanently saved. In Season 6, verified college students will get access to a new rotation of 10 costumes and MVPs. University students can verify with their education email to unlock these exclusive benefits. Now, I will hand it over to Zhiyong, who will share the latest on Season 6 team-up ability changes and balance updates.
Hey Rebels, I'm Zhiyong. Season 5 is coming to a close and it's been truly unforgettable. We released lots of exciting new content and received passionate feedback from all of you. Season 6 is almost here, and as Guang Guang mentioned earlier, we are committed to bring you even more thrilling updates. Now, let me walk you through all the team-up ability changes and balance adjustments coming your way.
Listen, everything up to this point has been cool. Deadpool, great. Obviously, that's going to be a hit. The Times Square crap, awesome, great, whatever. This right here is going to make or break this season. It really is, because the balance, it's at that point now, a year later, where the old economy is crazy. Like the support ults, it's really so more so the speed in which people will get their ults, things like that. The CC Hulk, like there's a whole bunch of things on the balance end of things that needs to be flushed out and fixed. So this right here is going to make or break really the game and set the tone for the next year.
Penny Parker is the team-up anchor. When this team-up is activated, Spider-Man receives a web bomb. Once the bomb is activated, it starts a countdown. If Spider-Man throws the bomb before the countdown ends, it deals area damage and applies spider chases to enemies in the radius. If he does not throw it, he instead gains a web cluster charge and a small amount of bonus health. Deadpool is the anchor here. When activated, Jeff spits out a toy that sprays water around it, healing nearby allies and creating a visual interference effect for enemies in its area of effect.
That is awesome. I fucking hate Jeff, but that is awesome. That is what your screen's gonna look like, breaking the fourth wall. That is awesome. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad when people pick Jeff. Look at this little shit right here. I can't even be mad now when people pick him. But like, oh my God, that is the last thing that I needed.
in its area of effect. We are also bringing back one of Doctor Strange's previous team-up abilities in a new form. This will arrive in Season 6.5.
The only thing that didn't he just get the gamma? The gamma? I don't know, because I don't know, we'll have to see.
The ever-burning bond is being put out and will be removed completely. Penny Parker is disconnecting from the Rocket Network.
Huge Penny nerf. Huge Penny. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. And she might not be banned on certain maps anymore. That is huge.
In Season 5, we made bold changes to the overall game environment, aiming to deliver a fresh experience. First, with Gambit and Rogue joining the roster, their ability to grant ultimate charge acceleration or absorb ultimate energy led to new shifts in match pacing. Second, we buffed the stats or mechanics of most heroes.
I will say this. I play Rogue in comp, right? I know she might not be too popular in like the super high ranks. I'm in GM, right? So I play her in comp. I know she might not be too popular in ranks above that, but I know Gambit has been meta. You know, he's been meta. I will give them credit on the fact that they released characters who are being played in the meta, right? It's not like the early days when like the Fantastic Four came out and nobody was really playing Reed, nobody was playing Human Torch, or even past that Ultron. Not too many people were playing Ultron. So I will give them credit that they are releasing characters, Daredevil, Gambit, who are being played across all ranks. So I think that is worth saying that they've kind of changed up philosophy on that. Even Angela, on certain maps, Angela dominates, and I've even seen people ban Angela on certain maps like the Tokyo Island or whatever it is.
Making regular combat even more intense. Together, these changes made ultimate-based teamfights more frequent and compact, transforming ability interactions from formulaic exchanges to battles that test players' quick decision-making and battlefield awareness.
So right there, I take that as they intentionally targeted alt fights. They wanted more alt fights. They wanted it to happen more frequently. So that tells me that they are more than capable of reverting that and making it less alt dependent. And I'm hoping that that's going to be the direction that they take this, just to see what it does or how it feels.
As strategies grew in importance, they were not only tasked with protecting teammates and providing buffs or debuffs, but also contributing damage and even initiating team fights. Strategies ultimates are no longer limited to counterplay. They can now be used proactively to help secure team fight victories. Looking at the entire season, most heroes saw their team dynamics shift after their buffs. For Vanguards, Groot and Magneto were standout frontline defenders. Groot's wooden walls, now that they provided unstoppable, let him strategically block enemy strategies' sidelines to cut off healing or stay safe while gaining unstoppable, making him more versatile.
I mean, for what it's worth, it was a good change. It was a good change. I don't think that I really don't have anything negative to say about it. Like, there's an argument to be made that, like, I don't know, he didn't really need it or whatever, but that's just probably going to be from players like Wolverine, and like Angela, who can't kidnap him anymore. So I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad of a change. Just break the wall, you know, which people already were doing. So just break the wall and it's regular Groot again.
Magneto, empowered by his Gambit team-up and double bubbles, gained significant survivability and offensive power.
Again, another great change. The double bubble and the team-up is pretty fun, but yeah, great change. No argument there.
Penny Parker also dominated on certain maps. For mobile Vanguards, Angela remains powerful. Newcomer Rogue and the reworked Thor also performed well. Devils like Venom and Hawk found it harder to threaten the backline as strategists became stronger solo fighters. Therefore, heroes like Angela, Thor, and Rogue, who can split the battlefield and disrupt enemy formations, become even more effective in actual matches. For duelists, Daredevil, Hela, Phoenix, Star-Lord, and Winter Soldier stay highly competitive due to their strong stats and flexible team fit. Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Mr. Fantastic, Wolverine, and others noticeably improved compared to previous seasons. Iron Fist, Spider-Man, The Punisher, and Namor all had excellent performances in certain scenarios.
If y'all don't nerf Winter Soldier, nerf Bucky, nerf him into the ground, delete him just for a little bit, please, dear God. And I am tired of seeing people nerf Daredevil, even though there are countless options on defending against him. Just nerf him too. Let's just do it. I'm tired of wasting a ban slot. And on the subject of ban slot, you guys either need to give us more or make it to where we can't double ban. One of those two.
We also noticed that some assassin-type heroes struggle against strong strategies Balance due to the meta shift. Finally, strategists. Gambit was the top pick this entire season. His utility, solo ability, strong damage, and healing made him the most dominant strategist. Loki was the best partner for Gambit, whether as a strategist duo or in a triple support lineup with Mantis. Ultron, after getting 2 jokes in Season 5.5, became a solid pick. Conversely, strategists who rely heavily on team support or whose ultimate abilities couldn't keep up with the aggressive tempo found themselves struggling to make an impact in the fast-paced meta.
Notice how he didn't bring up Invis. Notice how there was no mention of Invis. Interesting.
For Season 6, our goal is to further intensify regular combat by weakening the solo strengths of some strategists and boosting certain mobile heroes, so backline fights become more balanced. For Vanguards, Hawk and Captain America will be buffed, so they can better fulfill team roles in the new environment. Doctor Strange will have improved mobility and damage.
Here's the thing about this Hulk buff. He just needs reworked. Obviously CC immunity on his ultimate form, but I feel like he just needs a base kit rework. That's just me. I know there's some people who think that he needs like a rage meter. The more pressure he applies on enemies, the more damage he does over time or whatever. But I just think he needs more damage, but there are more different abilities. But that's just me. It doesn't seem like they're going to be taking that approach.
Making him a greater threat to nearby enemies. Angela, who faces low risk thanks to her flight and shield, will be slightly nerfed to balance her matchup experience.
That fucking hurts. That hurts. But if they do Cap right, I'll be playing Cap again. But that just hurt, especially when there's this whole new proficiency system coming out. Man, I would love to play Angela, but we'll see what the nerfs are.
Theorists, Daredevil will be appropriately nerfed. Iron Fist and Blade will be buffed, so death theories are more balanced overall. Namor will become less reliant on his team-up ability, which will be turned down, but his base abilities will be strengthened. For strategists, Gambit's regular combat power will be reduced, while his ultimate will remain strong offensively.
It is unfortunate that they say that. I do think that his ultimate does too much. The jump shit, honestly, that's a little bit too much. The speed boost, the ultimate acceleration, and the healing, like all of that in a singular ultimate is way too much. But it's whatever. We'll see what they do.
His healing output will be lowered. Invisible Woman's Guardian Shield and self-healing will also be appropriate.
That's a good change. I know people were mad about that, whatever. I don't think that it was that strong, but again, I'm only a GM player. But regardless, I did see some clips of her like 1v1 in certain duelists and winning. So the fact that she can give her shield is fine and it should stay, but definitely needed nerfs.
Nerfed. For Cloak and Dagger, World of Light Force and Terror Cape will now share charge counts, giving players more options based on the battlefield situation. This isn't everything. Please check our upcoming Balance patch notes for full details. We will also be sharing Season 5.5 hero pick rates and win rates soon. Based on our data analysis and community feedback, we are removing Resource Rumble and its map from Quick Match. We will be iterating on this mode based on the scale of 18 versus 18 battles, and once ready, it will return bigger and better in a future season.
There you go. So everybody who hates Brawl and who hates those goddamn comps can stop bitching, because that was clearly a Brawl-based game mode that nobody seemed to like except for me. I think that the map also kind of didn't do it justice. It needed maybe a brighter, more open-looking type map. But that definitely was a Brawl-dependent game mode, which I don't think a lot of people in this game like Brawl, but whatever. Hopefully it comes back better. I have a video coming out on this. I have a pretty large video coming out on this. I've been playing it damn near nonstop. I have a lot of hours into it. I'm a fan. I'll just leave it at that. I'm a fan.
The zombie mode has had its issues, but you've shown it lots of love. So we extended its run twice. With the Season 6 update, Marvel Zombies will officially be dead and buried. But don't worry, I promise, with my hair as throttle, that we will bring you a brand new PvE mode in the first half of 2026. I hope you look forward to it. Ignite the battle.
Dub, honestly, dub update. I don't really, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything negative to say, so that's good. Obviously, Deadpool's going to be wild. That new mechanic, just that him entirely, that's going to be awesome. The new PvE mode coming in the later half of the season is going to be awesome as well. The updates or the balance, it seems to be in the right direction, so we'll have to see those full patch notes. And yeah, overall, I'm excited for season 6. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. Let me know how you're feeling about Deadpool. And yeah, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.